The scorching sun beat down mercilessly on the endless Texas plains, where the wind whispered stories of hardship and hope. Imagine a lone cowboy, weathered by years of struggle, sitting on his creaky porch at dusk, staring out at the horizon. His name was Jake Thompson, a single father raising his 10-year-old son, Caleb, on a rundown ranch that barely made ends meet. But what if I told you that one unexpected act, a decision that seemed impossible, would change everything? What if that choice would bring a love into his life he never saw coming? Jake's life was a quiet, relentless grind. His wife had passed away 3 years earlier, leaving him to juggle ranch work, fatherhood, and loneliness. The ranch was all they had, a modest spread with a few horses and a rickety barn, nestled miles away from the nearest town. The smell of hay mixed with dry earth filled the air, while the soft lowing of cattle was the only music he had most days. Caleb was his world, but the boy was growing restless, craving a family, a connection beyond dusty fields and endless chores. Then, one cold November evening, news spread through the county about a young woman named Emma, a fragile 18-year-old caught in a cycle of abandonment and pain. She had been living with distant relatives who barely cared for her, and after a recent tragedy, she was left with nowhere to turn. The social workers did their best, but in a place like this, help was scarce. Emma's story touched something deep inside Jake's heart. It wasn't about buying or rescuing. It was about giving her a chance, a home, a family. Jake made a choice that surprised everyone. Against the warnings and whispers from the town, he brought Emma back to the ranch. The first few days were silent. Emma's eyes were guarded, her spirit bruised. She moved like a ghost through the old house, her voice barely above a whisper. Jake noticed how she flinched at loud noises, how she kept to herself, and how Caleb, though shy at first, tried desperately to reach out to her. One night, as the wind howled outside and the fire crackled in the hearth, Jake found Emma sitting alone on the porch. The moonlight cast a gentle glow on her face, revealing the pain she hid so well. He sat beside her, the roughness of his hands belying the gentleness in his voice. "You're safe here," he said simply. "No one's gonna hurt you." She looked up, tears brimming, and for the first time, something unspoken passed between them. A fragile trust, the start of healing. But life on the ranch wasn't easy, and the road ahead was riddled with challenges. Emma struggled to find her place, haunted by memories she wouldn't share. The town's judgment was harsh. Rumors whispered through the wind, questioning Jake's decision. One bitterly cold morning, when the frost had yet to melt, Emma disappeared. Panic gripped Jake's heart as he searched the barren fields, calling her name into the icy air. When he found her, shivering by the creek, she was ready to give up. "I don't belong here," she said, her voice breaking. "I'm broken." Can you imagine how Jake felt in that moment? Here was a man who had opened his heart, risking everything for kindness, and now, it seemed, he might lose her. But instead of anger, he wrapped her in his jacket and promised, "You're not alone. We're family now. We fight this together." This was the second act of profound kindness that would change their lives. Jake didn't just offer a home. He offered unwavering support, patience, and love. Over the following weeks, Emma slowly opened up. She shared stories of her childhood, the hardships and the hopes she'd buried deep inside. Caleb became her shadow and her joy, their laughter echoing in the fields like a long-lost song. Then came the unexpected twist. One afternoon, while fixing a broken fence, Jake noticed Emma sketching quietly by the barn. Her drawings were raw and beautiful, scenes of the ranch, the sky, and even the family they were becoming. It turned out Emma had a gift for art, something she had hidden from the world out of fear and shame. The local community center organized an exhibition, and with Jake's encouragement, Emma's work was displayed. Her paintings captured the heartache and hope of her journey, and soon people came from neighboring towns to see them. Emma's talent was a beacon, not just for her, but for everyone who had ever felt lost. Jake's kindness had unlocked something extraordinary, not only saving Emma's life but igniting her potential. The ranch became more than a home. It was a sanctuary of second chances. Emma's smile grew brighter each day, and the love she felt for Jake and Caleb deepened in ways none of them had expected. In the warmth of a summer evening, as fireflies danced in the twilight and the scent of wildflowers filled the air, Jake sat with Emma and Caleb, their hands intertwined. "You gave me a family when I thought I had none," Emma whispered. And Jake, eyes moist with gratitude, replied, "You gave us hope." Can you feel that? The power of kindness, the way one selfless act can ripple through lives, healing wounds, and building new beginnings. This story reminds us that love often comes in unexpected forms and that sometimes all someone needs is a chance. If Jake and Emma's story touched your heart, please like this video and share your own stories of kindness in the comments below. Every story matters. Don't forget to subscribe for more uplifting tales that remind us of the incredible strength found in compassion. And if you want to hear about another life-changing act of kindness, watch the next video. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Remember, kindness is the thread that weaves us all together. Let's keep that thread strong, one story at a time.